Spectrum is an essential resource for all wireless communications. It's also a finite resource, so we have to be careful about how we use it. And 5G in particular will need lots of spectrum for a lot of the use cases that we're hoping to see coming through that technology. But finding spectrum is actually quite tricky. There are lots of existing users out there, for example, TV broadcast and satellite links. So in the UK, it's Ofcom that has responsibility for regulating spectrum, and they work closely with European and international regulators to make sure that spectrum is harmonised so devices work across borders. And Ofcom has identified 3 key frequency ranges for 5G. The first is the low band or low frequency range, and that's good for coverage. Not so good though for capacity. Then comes the medium frequency range, about 3.5 gigahertz, and that's Ofcom's already released some spectrum in that band, about 150 megahertz in 2018. More spectrum releases are planned in 2019, and there's also an opportunity to use more novel licensing regimes, which has been pioneered in the United States, in fact, like CBRS, and that's a kind of spectrum sharing. And then finally, the third frequency range is the high range. That's 26 gigahertz and 70 gigahertz, and that's where there's truly large amounts of spectrum available, and that will enable things like AR and VR in the future. But it does present a number of challenges, and we'll come on to some of those in a future item.